That's right, I'm starting off this whole recording with this fan art. Yes, we're just loving it. We have to make sure we use it. Okay, so here we are with episode 9, and I am so excited. There's just so many things to discuss. So honestly, let's not waste any time. Let's just jump right into it and let the music play. Yeah. It's your boy, Keepin, keeping it real, yeah. But before we get too crazy, let me just also discuss, like, the whole thing about my theme song. Like, it's become very popular among, like, my castmates, you know, in spelling bee or whatever. Something was falling out of my mouth. So it's become really popular, and, like, we've been singing it, like, you know, around rehearsals and stuff like that, and I just want to make sure that everybody understands that it was my little brother Jordan that made that theme song happen. So, thanks, Jordan! You're great! Okay, now moving on. There has been a real epidemic sweeping the world. I actually didn't know it was, like, a worldwide thing until I read this article, but now that I know it, because it's always been an issue to me, but apparently it's an issue everywhere. Texting while walking. Now, I once addressed the issue of texting while driving. You know, when they came out with that thing, that text stop. Yeah, like somebody really has time to pull over just to shoot over a text. Like, I mean, I understand the point of this, and I understand why this should exist, but, I mean, let's just keep it real. Ain't nobody gonna be doing it. Like, have you ever been caught behind somebody who's just walking really, really slow because you know that they're in their phone? Like, even though, like, I know that I'm a little bit, like, thickums, but I still like to walk at a swift pace. And, like, when I get stuck behind one of these people who are texting, because obviously, wherever they're going is not as important as the text that they're responding to, I find myself getting a little bit annoyed. So when I read this article and found out that in China, they are taking measures to stop this kind of nonsense. Look at this picture. It says, first mobile phone sidewalks in China. And there are different lanes for depending on what you're going to be doing. Like, there is a cell phone lane and there is a no phone lane. Now, violators will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. I don't actually know that to be true, but I like to believe that it is. Now, as I was reading the article, I came across this really, really interesting fact that I wanted to share with you all, and it says here that distracted walking causes more injuries per mile than distracted driving does. That's huge! I mean, now granted, like, obviously, the distracted driving injuries are considerably more severe, but I just thought it was interesting that you really do have a situation here where people are just walking into phone poles. Like, what is that? You can't tell me that when you walked face first into that pole, that text was that important. You can't tell me that. Ooh, we switching the topic now. So you know it wouldn't be a proper Keeping It Real episode if I didn't call somebody out. And whoo, do I have a gem for y'all. Brittany Swanda says, why am I just seeing this now? You make me crack up every time. One complaint. That's my debut. I didn't even get a verbal shout-out. It was really just a plug for yourself. In all serious, what is that, in all serious? I think you meant to say in all seriousness, but whatever, we'll let it slide. You're amazing, and I can't wait for next episode. Ugh. Get your life. Yes, that is your debut, okay? Well, I don't understand why you have a problem with it. You know that anytime I mention somebody in one of my episodes, I leave it on their wall. Make sure they know, they understand that they have been mentioned. I don't need all of this, you know, like all this attitude. Like, what is that? Or is this the response that you were looking for? Is this the kind of attention that you were trying to get from me? Because, honey, you got it. But, to your credit, there was a compliment in there, and you know what? We thank you. And I don't want to hear nothing about the fact that I'm going to leave a link on your wall again. Talk about how you need to watch the episode because you're in it. Ooh, we switching the topic now. Alright, so as if we didn't have enough reason to hate Kanye West, he's done something yet again that ain't nobody got time for. Apparently, at a recent concert in Sydney, Australia, he commanded the fans to stand and told them that he would not be continuing the concert until everybody was on their feet. There were reports from people at the concert that said that even people in wheelchairs, disabled fans had to stand because he would not continue the concert. And then somebody even took off their prosthetic limb and waved it in the air to show that this is why they are not standing. Alright, now some of that might be a bit much. Like, I'm sure they didn't actually, like, wave a limb in the air. Like, why? But there was very clear footage on the YouTube of him telling the fans that he will not continue the show until they stood. Like, what is that? That kind of pretension is, like, played. Nobody needs that. I will stand if I feel like it. If I have a seat that I paid for, my $75 seat, you know them cheeks are gonna hit it. It is. It just is. I just absolutely cannot stand this man. Like, I have no use for him. He is just, ugh. I mean, what positive thing has he really brought us? Because while at one time, while he may have been a respectable rapper, I have to say that his newer stuff is not good. Sorry, just keeping it real. It only costs $0 to keep it real. Now I realize that it's saying like it only costs $0. Like that depending on how it's being used, it could be grammatically incorrect, but I didn't make this up. I found it on the interweb. Did it. Ooh, we switching the topic now. Now, I usually save all these crazy tweets and things for the end, but this one needed a special segment of its own, because I came across this tweet. Does Danity Kane have any other songs? LOL. What are you talking about? Like, you tried it? Danity Kane has plenty of songs out, okay, honey? They had 2 albums out, and they were all amazing. Oh, well, I guess both amazing. You need to get your life. Go on to Spotify and listen to some of that stuff, okay? That stuff is classics, alright? You don't even know what you're talking about. Do they have any other songs? Like, I honestly, thank God I only read this and I didn't hear this in person, because I would have fallen out, and by the time I got myself together, I would slap the piss right out of you. It's kind of nonsense. Stuff I'm talking about. Nobody got time for it. Truth be told, I wasn't even going to address this tweet, because I just thought it was just so over-the-top ridiculous. But then when I saw this tweet, ooh, Kyle is gonna rant about you on Keeping It Real now, JoJo. You better get your life. I know she's right. Oh! Then I realized that this is exactly what the people want, and honey, I gotta give it to them. Ooh! We switching the topic now. And now, of course, it is time for the ever-popular tweets, memes, and assorted images. I made it onto Keeping It Real. Mom, did you hear? That's right, Danielle, you made it because you're amazing and he loves you. Why can't mosquitoes suck fat instead of blood? Honey, if this was the case, oh my goodness, I mean, whose size would I be? I probably wouldn't be here. The amount of mosquito bites that I get, man, they need to start taking that fat. I mean, they can handle a couple extra poundage. Okay, this one really kills. Even if you lose half a pound a week, you'll still lose 26 pounds by this time next year. Just keep going. Now, I understand this is supposed to be very inspirational, supposed to motivate you and whatnot, but let me tell you something. He be working way too hard. Be talking about losing no half pound and talking about 26 pounds by next year. 26 pounds ain't just but drop in the bucket, honey. Oh, no. We need to be putting up some real numbers we can put in this kind of effort. Oh, no, half a pound. Aw, now you see this one just made me smile, you know what I'm saying? It's tweets like this that make me feel like I should just keep doing this YouTube thing forever. My goodness, I have never saved an image faster. Brunch without booze is just a sad late breakfast. I mean, hashtag truth. Ain't nobody got time for no eggs at 2 o'clock on somebody's Sunday, and there's no mimosa. Ooh, we switching the topic now. I still want to continue my song of the moment. So my song that I'm just really, really feeling right now is Say Yes by Michelle Williams featuring Beyonce and Kelly Rowland. Alright, this song is really, really slamming. Like, it speaks to me. It really does. Yes, this is a gospel song and all that, but I really, really like it because I feel like it takes me back to my days in church, just living my whole life as a PK, and I just feel like this really, really, it sounds like some of the songs that I used to like to sing with my girls, like in church. Like, this was This song is really good. I'm just really, really feeling it. It's fun. It's very, very hip and trendy, and the vocals on it are pristine. Like, it's just perfect. So you should check it out. You know, if you're into gospel and all that, and even if you're not, you know what? Just listen to it, feel it, love it. And honestly, that's all I've got. That's been episode 9. Thanks for watching, all that jazz, and all right. We'll be back with episode 10 next time. 10, can you believe it? We're getting into double digits, baby. Woo! That's right, we're keeping it real. Finn. Ooh, girl. KP did that.